days won't turn out for me. On these hands and knees I'm falling. I reach for you. Well, I'm terrified of these four walls. Iron bars can't hold my soul. And all I need is you. Come, please, I'm calling. All I scream for you. Hurry, I'm falling. I'm falling. Show me what it's like. The last one standing. Teach me wrong from right. And I show you what I can't be. Stay it for me, stay it for me. And I'll leave this life behind me. Stay it if it's worth saving me. I'm John Rambo, John Rambo's Extreme Survival, J.R.E.S for short. Today is rather an important day. Okay. Only because, well, who knows. Today's just a good day, I don't know why. It was a good day this morning when I woke up. Naturally, it's a good day. It's just one of many good days that I've had since I've been back in Columbus, Ohio, the best place to be. It's better than being down in Florida, honestly. Because up here, you don't get blamed or accused for nothing that you never did, which was every day for me. Anyway, see this book? Adult. Hint, adult Bible teaching. I was reading out of a book like this when I was younger. Back before I moved to Florida, which I should have never moved to Florida. It was a mistake. Of course, I didn't want to anyway. Anyway, that's not important. But it's alright, I'm back up here where I belong. So there's a few things back down in Florida that need to come back up here where they belong. Hint, hint. I'm not talking about people that I'm not related to that... I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Anyway, this book here, read it every Sunday. What church I go to. Do a little Sunday school service, and I don't go sit down in a room with a bunch of kids. I stay upstairs with the adults. Of course, there really isn't a Sunday school teacher down there except Brother Stivers. But there's not physically there's a room down there for like a nursery room and Sunday school room or a little Bible study room or whatever you want to call it. And then there's also the Sunday school room for little kids. And then there's a few of them who... No, I'm not even going to finish that sentence either. Oh well. I don't have a Bible, which I need to get one, although I'm probably going to have one coming to me next weekend. But yeah. Anyway, I read out of this book every week. Now, another important note. Survival. I don't know when it's going to be. I hope I can get out there and survive one of these days. I tell you, it's not going to be in the backyard. I'm not going to build a shelter out of a table, a shelf, and a freaking blanket. That was the most retarded looking shelter I've ever built. But it was only a test to see if I knew how to build a shelter, which I do. I think I built it better by myself than I did when there was somebody else helping me build it. Actually, it was actually more sturdy when I built it by myself. Yeah, better than doing puzzles on here. I'd rather play guitar on here. I mean, speaking of puzzles, if you're gonna do a puzzle, I'm gonna be out in the wilderness doing a puzzle or something, you know. That way I can puzzle like a map. Look at a map. Puzzle my way through it. If you know what I mean, just like figure it out. Like a puzzle, you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure out a map. Gotta figure out your way around. You know, or use a compass. Compasses are fairly easy to use. You just gotta know how to use them. And then you can go to Walmart and get a professional compass for $2 up there in the sports section, or the outdoor section. They have a survival area with a bunch of tents and all that good shit. It's in one of those areas at Walmart. I don't know. I don't pay half attention to it anymore. Let's see. Anyway, back to the survival. As I said, it's not going to be in a backyard in a wooded area behind a few sheds. I'm not going to build a shelter out of a shelf, tables, and blankets, although, as I said, I did pretty good, but I did better by myself than when I did having somebody with me building it in a living room, and it's not going to be in a living room anyway. Not going to happen. Being I was the first one to think of the show, and people thought that they can just add themselves into it. At least this show here, not Man vs. Wild or Survivor Man. Those were actually created by adults, like people older than me. I'm considered an adult in my world. Of course, nobody's perfect. I don't consider myself better than anybody. Well, there's a few people I do consider myself better than. At least I live in a nice house and I don't live in a sandpit. Anyway, and I shouldn't say that if I believe in the Lord, which I do. I mean, I'm not a Christian because I'll cuss. You hear me talking right now, how I'll talk. I mean, if an adult were to come and get in my face and scream at me, I bet your ass I'll scream back at him. Like, ain't not one adult got any reason to scream at me, more or less a right to. If they're getting in my face, they better have a damn good reason. Because it'll cost them. Anyway, outdoor survival, I don't know when it's going to be. It's going to be sometime soon. If I could, I had my mom on my mom's side of the on my mom's family part. Excuse me. There's property up there in West Virginia. My mom's family that, excuse me, I could probably survive on. I mean, I know my way around that property a little bit. And I've walked up and down the creeks the whole time during this whole spring break. I was up and down the creeks, up and down the mountains, navigating my way through. Of course, there's little roads that I can follow. The only thing I gotta be careful for is not beer, but bears. You know, the bears, they'll get you. I mean, there's supposed to be two or three of them up around the mountain, and I don't ever see any of them. House that's up there. That house is probably almost damn near 200 years old, and it's still sturdy as hell. Still sturdy as ever. But that's not important. Anyway, I've got less than a minute on here, so I might as well get off here. I'll catch y'all later. Goodbye. John J. John Rambo's Stream Survival signing off. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta get the music. Shit. 1 second, peeps. Just get this music here. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? This is where I grew up. I think the president fixed it up. I never knew we ever went without. The second floor is hot for sneaking out. And this is where I went to school. Most of the time I had better things to do. Criminal record says I broke it twice. I must have done it half a dozen times. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Last better now than it was back then. If I was them, I wouldn't let me in. Oh God, every memory of looking out the back door. I have a photo of spread out on my bedroom floor. I'm just saying goodbye.